There was a little mouse living deep in the forest. While he was walking around happily that day, he came across a hectic rabbit. Rabbit said,
"Have you heard about that mysterious tree that the lion guards? They say anyone who eats its fruits grows wings."
The mouse didn't believe her at first. While he was thinking,
"That's not possible,"
Cinderella appeared before him. When also she said that she was very curious about this special fruit mentioned.
Who does the lion think he is? Fruit is everyone's right, isn't it? I'll pick it now and bring it.
The rabbit asked in surprise.
How? I mean, aren't you afraid of the lion?
In response, the little mouse put on his walnut shell helmet, took his hazelnut shell shield in one hand, his sword in the other, and took the floor.
He should be afraid of me. Wait for me, king of the forest.
Thus, the little mouse appeared before the lion, the king of the forest. The lion was taking a nap in front of the tree. The mouse started shaking as soon as he saw the lion, but this did not stop him. He climbed the tree silently without waking the lion. Just as he was about to pick one of the fruits, it slipped out of his hand and fell on the lion's head with a bang.
Who hit my head? Show yourself right now!
This tree doesn't belong to you, okay? Give me 3 or 5 fruits right now.
Seeing the mouse on top of him, the lion became even more angry.
Come here right now!
And he shook the tree with his big paws. The mouse couldn't hold on and fell into the lion's palm.
Oh, two is also okay. Don't get mad. Actually, even 1 is okay. Just a taste for Cinderella.
No.
The lion angrily shook the mouse by his tail and threw him forward. As soon as the mouse fell to the ground, he started running and said,
"Oh, why are you growling? Why don't you give me 2 fruits? Oh, God! Run! Run!"
Seeing the mouse returning empty-handed and afraid, Cinderella said, "You should trust yourself and overcome your fears, little mouse. Come on, have a little more courage." On the other hand, while the lion was walking unaware of everything, he got caught in the webs of a family of spiders. No matter what he did, he couldn't escape.
Help! Save me! Please help!
At that moment, the mouse, who was rehearsing courage with a sword in front of the mirror, heard the lion's voice. Curiously, he went to him, cut the spider webs with great courage, and saved the lion from the situation he was in. All the animals and Cinderella were very impressed by the mouse's courage. The lion gave the mouse a basket full of fruits as a gift for saving him. And the mouse shared these fruits with everyone. But no one grew wings.
Yum! But weren't we supposed to grow wings?
Sometimes when we eat a delicious fruit, we feel like we are growing wings and flying with happiness, little mouse.
Oh, I see.
From that day on, the little mouse overcame all his fears. He was now braver and happier than ever.
The Lion, the Mouse, and the Sleepy Bear. Once upon a time, in a lush forest, there lived a small mouse. There was a huge bear who lived in a neighboring cave. The big bear, who had hibernated months ago, was still sleeping and snoring loudly. The little mouse went to him one day to wake the bear up because he could not sleep all winter due to the bear's noisy snoring.
Mr. Bear? Hey, Mr. Bear! Hey! Summer has come. You can wake up any time now.
However, the bear still did not wake up. The little mouse came to the bear this time with a bugle. He blew vigorously into the bugle. But the bear continued to sleep. While the little mouse was wandering sleeplessly in the forest, he met several animal friends. "What happened, little mouse? Why are you sad?"
Don't ask, guys. All winter I could not sleep because of the bear snoring, and he still won't wake up.
Maybe the lion can help you.
What? Why would I go talk to him?
Because the lion roars so loud that everyone jumps up the instant they hear his loud voice. Though the little mouse was a little scared by the thought, he went to the lion, the king of the forest, to request his assistance. The lion was sleeping in front of his cave. The little mouse was terrified when he saw the mighty beast, so he decided to give up his plan and go back home. But when he accidentally stepped on a branch in front of him, the big cat woke up and a tiny, trembling voice reached his ears.
What's that noise? What are you doing in front of my cave?
Well, king of the forest, sorry to wake you up. Well, I came to ask for your help.
You're not even big enough to be considered snack size, little mouse. Why should I help you?
Dear fearsome lion, you have to wake up my neighbor, the big bear, who won't wake up from hibernation. Nothing I do seems to wake him. Since I am small, I have a little voice. But one roar from you can solve everything.
I don't have time to spend for a tiny, little, useless mouse like you. I am king of the forest.
The lion walked away without helping the mouse. He went to a corner where no one could see him. He leaned against a tree and started to itch like crazy. The lion was so itchy that he didn't want anyone to see him like this, because he was the king of the forest. The little mouse, on the other hand, was coming home sadly and heard wheezing from the depths of the forest.
Back is so itchy.
He went to where the voice came from, and he saw the lion. Moreover, the lion was itching himself non-stop and looking rather silly in the process. The mouse immediately approached the lion. When the lion saw him, he stopped itching, but it was clear he was still in pain and discomfort due to the itch.
Mr. Lion, what happened to you?
I don't know, Mouse. I don't know. I can't stop itching myself. Oh. You haven't seen or heard anything, Mouse. Are we clear?
The mouse carefully fixed his tiny eyes on the lion and saw a bunch of tiny fleas jumping in his fur. The mouse understood why the mighty cat was itching so much.
Aw, you have fleas. Let me help you.
How can you help me? You're just a little mouse. Leave me alone.
The little mouse bravely jumped on him, ignoring the lion's rude comments.
What are you doing? Get off of me.
The mouse started to crawl through the thick, scruffy fur and throw out all the fleas. But this made the lion's situation even worse. He started itching himself with his paws. The lion could not bear the itch and leaned his back against the tree. This time he started to rub right and left.
Oh no! I was almost crushed.
I can't stop. The more you run over me, the more I itch. Get off, mouse.
The lion ran to a nearby lake. He quickly jumped into the water. The mouse on his back was nearly drowned.
Mr. Lion, get out of the water right away or I'll drown.
The lion came out of the lake, but then proceeded to shake himself dry. He was shaking his body so hard and so fast that the mouse barely was able to hang on to that thoughtless lion.
I've almost got the itch taken care of, Mr. Lion. Just a little bit more to the left.
The lion finally stopped himself. The mouse threw out the last few fleas that remained on the lion.
How do you feel now?
Well, it's like my itching is gone.
Because I have cleaned all the fleas for you, sir.
The lion was very embarrassed with how rude he was.
When you asked for help, I looked down on you, mouse. But you still did everything in your power to save me from this difficult situation. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Lion.
Come on, hop on my back, and I'll take you home.
When the little mouse and the big lion arrived at the mouse's home, they heard loud snoring sounds flooding out of the big bear's cave.
Huh? What's that noise?
They then entered the cave.
Ah, you were right, mouse. Summer has come. The big bear is still sleeping.
The lion, the king of the forest, took a deep breath and roared so powerfully right into the ears of the big bear that the stone floor of his cave shook. Thanks to this powerful roar, the bear finally woke up and ran out of the cave.
Huh? What happened? Is there something wrong? What happened? Did the sun come out? Is it summer? Where is it?
While all the forest animals laughed at the big silly bear. Little Mouse was also very happy that the snoring was finally over.
While the mouse, one of the smallest members of the forest, was having a pleasant breakfast, his door started to be knocked as if it would break. When the mouse excitedly opened the door, he saw a sad gazelle in front of him. "Oh, Mouse, you must help me! Something very bad has happened!"
What's wrong, Gazelle?
The lion! The mouse began to tremble as soon as he heard the lion's name, because he was very afraid of him.
Since I am the king of the whole jungle, this is my home too,
He said, and took my home away from me, and I am homeless now. Everyone I asked for help to get my house back got scared and ran away.
Because he's a lion! We're all afraid of him!
But you are not like others, Mouse Brother. You are braver and smarter. Please help me. After some thought, the little mouse agreed to help his friend. They set out together. The lion was indeed in a deep sleep in the gazelle's garden. The little mouse wanted to nudge the lion with his giant paw to wake him up. But when the lion moved, he immediately backed away in fear. This time, even though he tried to wake him up by shaking his mane, the lion was snoring so much that the mouse was covering his ears and stayed where he was because of fear. While the little mouse was looking around for a long, thin stick to wake the lion, his tail touched the lion's whisker. The snarling lion suddenly awoke.
Achoo!
The lion, angry that he woke up from his pleasant sleep, came face to face with the mouse. He got up from where he was lying in anger.
Why did you wake me up? Or did you bring me food? Huh? Tell me!
Food? No, sir.
How dare you enter my garden?
Gazelle, sir.
What happened?
She's fled to the mountain.
Then you should run away too, because now I'm going to devour you!
With a roar of the lion, the little mouse was dragged far away from him. The lion continued his sleep from where he left off. The next day, the mouse mustered up his courage and went back to the gazelle's garden.
Didn't I tell you to stay away from this garden?
Yes, you said, but,
So?
I was going to ask you if you've, seen the house the hyena built for himself?
What's wrong with his house?
It's much bigger and more majestic than yours, and it has a huge garden full of trees and beautiful grasses all around.
Oh, really?
The lion wanted to see that house, which was more flamboyant than the gazelle's house.
Come on, take me to the hyena's glorious house.
Even though the mouse was trembling with fear, he accepted the lion's request. After a while, they finally arrived at the hyena's house. However, there was neither a magnificent big house nor a garden full of trees. The hyena's house was just a small and very ordinary hole.
You liar, mouse! Rah! I'll eat you up! Come here! Rah!
Realizing that he was deceived, the lion ran towards the mouse.
Oops!
The lion was running over the logs while the mouse was running through the logs. Just as the lion was about to grab the mouse's tail, the little mouse quickly climbed the tree.
Please, King of the Jungle, it's not my fault! I just wanted to help Gazelle!
The lion got even more angry and started shaking the tree with his giant paws.
Hurry down, you little mouse! Rah!
While the mouse was about to slip between the lion's paws on the swaying tree, a flock of hedgehogs got entangled in the lion's feet.
Get off!
Although the lion tried to get rid of the hedgehogs, their thorns kept stinging. Taking advantage of this, the mouse jumped from the tree into the middle of the hedgehog herd and escaped. Just when he thought he had eluded the lion, the mouse heard the thunderous footsteps and threw himself into the slime pool with a fury. However, because he was very light, he successfully landed on the ground again. As for the lion, his feet got stuck in the slime the moment he stepped into the slime pool to catch the little mouse.
What's that?
Don't move, sir, or you'll sink further!
I'm not going to take advice from you!
The mouse, who wanted to help the lion, took a piece of branch from the side and held it towards him.
Sir, hold on to this branch! I'll pull you out and save you!
I don't want to! I'll get out of here myself!
However, if the lion saved one of his feet, the other foot went into the mud, and as he struggled, he became covered with mud. And he finally gave up.
Mouse! I'm sinking! Help! Save me! I want to go back home! Please, hurry up!
The mouse collected the largest leaves from the gum tree next to them and laid them one by one on the slime.
Hurry, lion! You can step on the leaves and get out!
Since the gum leaves are sticky at the bottom, they were not buried in the mud. The lion managed to get to the ground by stepping on the leaves, albeit with difficulty.
Oh, Mouse, I would have never survived if you hadn't thought about these leaves. I'm sorry for underestimating you. Tell me, what do you want from me, the king of the jungle, the lion?
The little mouse asked the lion to give the gazelle her home back. The lion immediately accepted this request. Because thanks to this tiny mouse that saved his life, he understood the value of having a home much better. And so the gazelle has returned to her home with a beautiful garden. The lion has fallen asleep in his den, and the little mouse has returned to his delightful breakfast. And everyone was talking about the great success story of this little member of the forest like epics. All animals participating in the Jungle Cup finals were preparing for the tournament with their strongest teams. The panda team, which participated in the tournament for the first time this year, was training regularly to win this tournament. Panda team captain Morodana was stunned when he was examining his opponents in his room after training.
I can't understand how they become champions without working and training.
The Jackals team, which was the champion of the previous tournament, was planning the traps they would set for their opponents, accompanied by their captain, Vigo.
We will steal the monkey's bananas, fill the kangaroo's pockets with stones, give the squirrels spoiled hazelnuts. In this way, we will be champions again! Ha 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 ha!
Panda's ball picker, little panda Ressi, who's fond of football, caught the balls that went out with an unexpected quickness from a panda and brought them back immediately by performing all kinds of shows.
Captain, do you think that one day I will be a Team A player too?
The game is played very hard, so it's a man's game. You're a little girl, Ressi. You can't play on the panda team.
But, Captain...
Days chased days. Finally, jackals and pandas made it to the finals. But before the final match, the jackals were at work again for trickery. A player from their team secretly threw itching powder in the nose of Panda P. When Panda P, whose nose was red from itching on the match day, said that he would not be able to play in the match, Morodana was alarmed. Finally, he thought, made his decision, and went to Ressi.
Get ready! You will play too!
But you said... Are you sure you want me to play in the match?
I have no choice, kid. We can't play with a missing player in this match. But you will listen to my words. You will stand on defense. When the ball comes, you will hit forward without ever holding it in your foot. Understood?
When Ressi realized that the captain did not trust her, she got very upset and started to cry under a tree. As she was crying, she heard a voice through the bushes. Vigo, the captain of the jackals, was talking to the star player Kompala with a bottle in his hand.
Jackal Grandpa made the potion in the bottle. It will give you 10 cheetah powers, and you will run faster than anyone else when you drink it.
As soon as Ressi heard this, she immediately went to Morodana and excitedly told what she had heard.
Such a thing is not possible. Stop making things up and go put on your jersey.
Ressi sadly went to the dressing room. It was game time. The referee Wolf blew his whistle, and the match started. Little Panda Ressi was standing on the defense, as her captain Morodana said, and was hitting the incoming ball immediately forward. The Jackal team was giving every ball to Kompala. Kompala was going so fast that the pandas couldn't even get close to him. Then Kompala, passing the defense with a stylish feint, sent the ball into the nets from the right of the goalkeeper with a hard and smooth shot. While the Jackals were enjoying the goal, the Panda team was very upset. Before they could get over the shock of the first goal, Kompala scored another goal, and the first half ended 2-0. Everyone was very upset in the Panda's locker room during the break.
If we can stop Kompala, we may have a chance. But he runs so fast that we can't even catch up.
Instead of saying that girls can't play this game, if you give me a chance in the second half, maybe we can win the game, Captain.
All right. Go to the field and play your way, Ressie.
When the second half started, Ressie was blowing like a storm on the field. Whenever Kampala picked up the ball, Ressie would end up right next to him. As soon as she got the ball, she immediately went on the attack. Before the Jackal team could understand what was happening, Tiny Panda Ressie, who came into the middle from the right, almost flew in the air, hit it with her head, and scored her first goal. Pandas were hopeful with this goal. 10 minutes later, Ressie passed between the two Jackals and faced the goalkeeper. With a hard hit, she sent the ball between the goalkeeper's legs into the net once again. And everyone began to admire this little panda. Just when the match was going to end in a draw, the star of the Jackal team, Kampala, was very angry because he could not stop Ressie. And he knocked Ressie down to the ground in the penalty area.
Penalty!
The referee Wolf showed Kampala a red card and sent him off the field.
Ressie!
The audience started cheering for Ressie to take the penalty. However, little Ressie went to the captain Morodena, the most experienced player of the team.
Taking a penalty is a matter of experience. Everyone should know what they can do better and act accordingly. You take the penalty, Captain.
After Morodena nodded to Ressie, he picked up the ball and scored. Pandas won the match 3-2 with this goal and became the champions. They celebrated the joy of victory by taking Ressie on their shoulders. Then, Morodena went to the bushes without telling anyone. While searching around, he saw the potion bottle Ressie was talking about on the ground.
What? Ressie was right!
He took the bottle and came to the field next to Ressie. He gathered the whole team around himself to give a speech.
First of all, I'm sorry, Ressie, for thinking that only men can play football, and I didn't see your skills. Anyone can play this game, whether it's a boy or a girl. You are now our star!
Ressie was very happy with the captain's words.
My second apology is for not listening to you. I found this bottle in the bushes where you said. It's true what you said. The Jackals cheated.
As the team players looked around in surprise after hearing what was going on, Morodena took out the empty potion bottle and gave it to the referee Wolf. The referee Wolf rushed over to the Jackals and kicked them out of the Jungle Cup football tournament. Morodena and Ressie were now close teammates who trusted each other. They raised the Jungle Cup together and celebrated the championship together to the fullest because they understood how important it is to be successful by working hard and laboring.
The cute goat left his house sadly that day. Everyone in the forest was excited for the costume carnival to be celebrated the next day. But this did not cheer the cute goat.
What happened, goat brother? What's wrong?
I have nothing to wear for tomorrow's costume carnival. I'll never win the contest.
Don't worry. If you go to Mr. Owl, the best tailor of the jungle, he can sew you a great outfit.
The goat went to the tailor, Mr. Owl, with great excitement. Mr. Owl was so busy that he didn't see the goat coming. The cute goat rang the bell standing in front of him.
Ho, ho, ho! Who is it? Oh, goat.
I'm so busy. Tell me quickly, what do you want?
Well, I want you to sell me the best outfit for tomorrow's carnival.
You have wonderful wool. We can cut and shape them a little.
No, I should get the biggest round of applause at the carnival. I want to win the competition, Mr. Owl.
Then you should bring some of Sad Parrot's feathers and some magic stones guarded by lions behind Mount Geibel. Only then can I sew you the best costume.
But the Sad Parrot makes everyone cry. I don't like to cry. Moreover, lions do not like to have fun and dance. They say they are powerful and also terrifying.
You have never met a lion before. A little courage solves everything, Goat. Remember that.
When the goat moved away from Mr. Owl, he dreamed that he would get the most applause at the carnival and boldly set out for Mount Geibel. After a while, he heard a sad voice around.
Who is there? Boo-hoo!
The goat approached the sad parrot.
Can you give me some of your feathers for the costume carnival, Sad Parrot?
But my feathers can fall out only if you make me laugh. And I only laugh once in 1,000 years.
Even though the goat was sad about this tearful state of the parrot, he started to make funny jokes to make her laugh. Finally, the sad parrot burst into laughter. As she laughed, the colorful feathers on her tail fell on the goat.
I thought you would never smile. Thank you, Parrot with a beautiful laugh.
While the sad parrot was laughing aloud thousands of years later, the goat started to climb Mount Geibel. Finally, he came to the plain where there was a big black stone. However, he was in doubt about how this black stone would color his outfit. Just then, 2 lions jumped in front of the goat.
Grr, who are you?
I wanted to get a special stone for tomorrow's carnival.
That costume carnival where everyone is dressed colorfully and the most beautiful one is applauded?
Yes.
The lions talked in whispers privately.
Well, Goat, we'll give you this special stone on one condition. You're going to take us to the carnival too.
But you don't like to dance. Everyone in the forest is so afraid of you.
The lions told the goat that this is not true.
They're afraid only because we're lions. That's why we haven't been invited to the costume carnival for years. Every time we walked on the flowery road, everyone got scared and ran away. However, we are soft-hearted lions who love to dance.
The lions put on flower necklaces and started dancing. The goat had a lot of fun with the music of the lions.
Oh, you really dance great! You aren't scary at all. I think Mr. Owl can sew colorful clothes for all of us, and you can walk in the carnival.
The lions were very happy to meet someone who is not afraid of them for the first time in many years. At that very moment, the stone, which looked black, began to shine brightly piece by piece. The lions and goats collected the colored stones and quickly went to the owl. When the tailor, Mr. Owl, did not notice them because he was too busy again, this time the lions rang the doorbell.
Ho! Who is it? What? Lions?
Stop, Mr. Owl. Don't be afraid. They are not as scary as we think.
The lion started to dance again in front of the tailor owl.
These lions are awesome!
The tailor, Mr. Owl, has sewn gorgeous costumes for all three of them. The next day, the costume carnival has finally started. The animals were walking on the flowery path in their most flamboyant clothes. Although the magnificence of the peacock fascinated everyone this year, he did not receive enough applause. This time, the goat appeared on the stage with his colorful feathers, shiny stones, and fluffy wool. The animals were so impressed with the goat's costume that they were tired of clapping. Goat was very happy with the sound of applause. However, right after that, lions appeared on stage with their beautiful costumes. Before they danced, the forest folk began to fear.
What are the lions doing here?
Oh, have they come to eat us all?
Everyone, save your life! Run away! Wait! Don't go! Stop!
Everyone in the forest looked at the goat in amazement.
Lions are our fun friends who love to dance. I conquered all my fears because of them. Let's give them a chance.
Although the animals of the forest were a little hesitant, when the lions started dancing, everyone started to have fun. After that day, thanks to the courage and good heart of the goat, no one was afraid of the lions. Just like the tailor, Mr. Owl said, a little courage allowed everyone to live in peace and fun. Long ago, two dragons who loved each other very much were caught in a very heavy rain. The only thing dragons didn't like was this rainy weather. Because when their wings got wet, lightning would strike them, their flakes would be damaged, and they would never be able to spit fire. There was such a strong storm that day that the purple dragon was thrown far away from his lover, the yellow dragon. Although the yellow dragon wanted to search for her lover, she remained where she was because her wings were wet, and she was very sad. And the purple dragon drifted into a cave at the top of a high mountain.
Huh? What is this place? Where am I?
A very loud noise was heard from inside the cave. That voice belonged to Evil Bell, who was half wolf and half lion.
I am Lord of the Storm and Lightning. Bow! And you are a fire-breathing dragon.
The purple dragon was so frightened that as soon as he wanted to fly away, Bow flashed lightning in the sky.
I'm not leaving until you tell me how you spit fire. You will tell all the secrets of fire breathing.
No, I can never do that.
Then I will make it rain forever and imprison you here.
The purple dragon was trapped in Bow's cave. At that time, the yellow dragon was looking everywhere for her lover, the purple dragon. She looked for him in the bear's nest, in the elephant's garden, and even in a rabbit hole, but could not find him anywhere. Seeing the yellow dragon crying, a horse approached her. Why are you so sad, dragon? What happened?
My love, the purple dragon has disappeared. It's going to rain again soon and I won't be able to look for him because my flakes will be damaged.
Did you ask the forest ranger monkey? Maybe he knows. Ooh.
Thank you. I'll go and ask right away.
Wait! Take this red fabric and cover yourself. It will protect you from the rain for a while. The yellow dragon took the red fabric and moved through the forest. At that time, it started to rain again. The yellow dragon finally arrived at the forest ranger. She asked if he had seen the purple dragon.
Yes, I saw him floating in the sky. Look, this is a flake he dropped. He was drifting towards those pine trees.
The yellow dragon flew quickly to the place where the pine trees were when the rain had stopped a little. She looked around but found no sign of her lover. At that moment, a rabbit appeared before her.
Hello, Rabbit. Have you seen a purple dragon around here?
Yes, I saw. He was drifting towards that swamp.
As the yellow dragon was going towards the swamp, the sky was again covered with black clouds.
If you want to know why it rains all the time, find the ox.
The yellow dragon flew quickly to the edge of the swamp. There she saw an ox waiting under a willow tree to shelter from the rain.
I'm looking for the purple dragon. I wonder if you've seen him around here, Ox.
Oh no, not around here. I saw him swaying over that steep mountain. But you have to be careful. Bao lives on that hillside.
Bao?
Yes, he is the Lord of Rain and Lightning. He is very arrogant and unloving. He is also a mean-hearted person who wants to have everything.
Oh, now I understand. That's why the rain never stops. Bao must have caught the purple dragon.
You can stop Bao with your fire. If you want to be able to breathe fire when it's raining, go to the tiger and get help from him.
The yellow dragon quickly went to the tiger before it started to rain.
Yes, a little further you will see a snake. He will give you a crimson magic pepper. Eat it in one move.
The yellow dragon went to the snake as the tiger said. Just then, dark clouds appeared in the sky again.
Hurry, Snake! Give me that magic pepper. It's going to rain now.
The snake plunged his head into the bottom of the soil and pulled out a magical red pepper. The moment the yellow dragon ate the pepper in one move, it started to rain and storm again. But this time, the yellow dragon was neither cold nor flaking. With great courage, she spread her wings and began to fly towards the steep mountain.
Come on, tell me how you spew fire, or I'll not untie the boulder tied to your feet, and you'll never be able to fly again.
No! Fire is peculiar to us, to dragons! You can never learn it!
Just as Bao was walking towards the purple dragon, a ball of fire appeared behind him.
What? How does that happen? Fire can't burn in the rain!
Out of the giant fireball, the yellow dragon showed up.
Free my lover, Bao! Now!
No! I won't let him go if he doesn't tell me the secrets of fire!
The yellow dragon first stopped the rain by spewing fire into the dark clouds in the sky. Then she melted the rock that the purple dragon was tied to. Thus, the purple dragon was freed. Bao was stunned by the power he saw.
How can you be stronger than me?
This is the power of love, not fire or storms, Bao.
Yes, you don't need fire to be strong. You are not a dragon.
I'm not, but I can have anything, everything.
No, you can't have love, Bao. You only feel love in your heart.
The yellow and purple dragon were very happy to finally be reunited with each other. Bao had never felt so weak before. However, thanks to two dragons, he accepted the existence of love in his heart and joined the chirpy life in the forest. After that day, dragons were able to fly freely in the rainy weather and even left the trace of love in the sky forever by spewing fire.